Hi guys, this is Alison and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to test out this kind of new tinted face oil foundation from Kosas. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but this is the foundation that we are going to test out today. So if you guys are interested how it works on my oily skin, then let's keep on watching. Okay, first of all, this is the tinted face oil foundation, and if I heard the name face oil, I don't think I would go ahead and grab this foundation because I do have oily skin. But then I saw Tati's video, she did a review on this, and then later on Sephora is out of stock on all shades, and that was just crazy. So first of all, I did purchase this at Sephora.com and it retails for $42 and it comes in 1.0 ounce. So 1 ounce is a very typical kind of foundation size, and I got this in the shade number 3, which is light with neutral undertones. So let's get on to the foundation details. So this is a featherweight light coverage foundation and hydrating skin. It comes in 10 shades and it can be worn across 30 skin tone. So the coverage is light coverage, natural finish, and a liquid formula. It is good for normal, dry combination, and oily skin. So the highlight ingredients inside, it has jojoba seed oil, which helps to soothe and balance. And it also has avocado oil and red raspberry seed oil. And just to let you guys know, this is also a clean at Sephora, which is a clean beauty line. So for the foundation bottle, it looks really simple, minimalistic, and it just kind of looks like the sunscreen bottle, what it looks like. So when you open the cap, it has this little squeezy bottle, so it just kind of looks like the SPF you purchase in store with this kind of design. So now it is 7:51 in the morning and I'm gonna put this foundation on my face and I'm later on going to work. So for the base, I did use the Tatcha Silken Pore Perfecting Spectrum SPF 35 as my SPF and kind of like a base primer. And also on my eye, I put on this Becca Under Eye Brightener, and you guys know this is everyday what I use before putting on my makeup to brighten up that dark circle. And then I have this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, and I mainly put this on the center of my face, just on my T-zone and this area on my face. So now let's get onto this Tinted Face Oil Foundation. So I look up on the Sephora, it shows how to use this foundation. So first of all, shake well. Using your fingertips, apply just as you would as a serum or moisturizer. For light coverage, you want to use 2 to 4 drops. And to build the coverage, apply an additional 2 to 4 drops to blend into skin. To spot conceal, use 1 to 2 drops and apply directly to the skin where you desired. Follow with Kosas cream or powder blush for maximum glow. So to apply this, you want to use your fingers, and I'm going to try to use 2 to 4 drops to apply this foundation. Okay, here we go. It's very liquidy. So here I got 4 drops. And I'm just gonna move around on my hand. To be honest, I haven't been trying to use my finger to apply my foundation because I just hate using my finger to apply it. And you have to wash it off later on. But this is a very interesting foundation that requires you to use a finger to blend into your skin. But as for the coverage, I would say a very light coverage. So now what I'm gonna do is adding a little more on my acne over here and on the side of my face. So I want to say the texture, you guys can see my finger is quite oily because this is a tinted face oil. So hopefully it will stay well on my oily skin throughout the day. So now I'm gonna close up with you guys into my skin. So it's a very kind of like dewy finish. Hopefully it would just sink into my skin and becomes less dewy later on, but I feel like it would not stay good on my oily skin if it keeps the dewiness like this on my face. So now I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'm gonna be right back to give you guys a quick update. Alright guys, my makeup is done and I did try out this e.l.f. 16 Hours Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand, and obviously this is way too light. It looks like it brightens out my under eye area. That's why it's kind of like a little weird on my face. But this is the makeup and I did set it with my Cover FX perfect setting powder. I did kind of put 2 layers on because I feel like it is kind of like oily, and I have a feeling that when I get oily, the foundation would moves around. So that's why I've been setting this for kind of 2 layers on top of my face to make sure it stay put for the whole day. And other than that, I feel like it's looking very natural finish kind of foundation, and everything apply on top very easily. And I do like the finish. It's a very light to medium coverage. I feel like if you build it on top a lot more layers, it would just keep smooth around and not set into your face. So I feel like 4 to 6 drops is a good amount for the whole face finish if you wanted to build it up to more towards the medium finish. But then I would say it kind of enhanced my whiteheads a little. I don't know, is that because the setting powder I put on top is too much, or it just tinted face oil foundation, it kind of shows up your pores, that kind of finish. But other than that, I feel like it looks very smooth. It gives me a light medium coverage. I just hope this foundation it will stay put on my face with my oily skin throughout the day. Okay guys, so I'm back for the final check-in. I end up didn't do any midday check-in because just because I was like work. But right now the time is 6:57, which is right about 12 hours wear on this foundation. I normally do wear foundation for 12 hours because of my work schedule, and I have to say usually about 12 hours my foundation just start getting really just not looking good. But I'm surprised this foundation did not look as bad as I thought it would be. But I have to say, when I was on my lunch break around 2 o'clock, so right on the 6 hours mark, and when I touch my forehead, I can see that I have oil. I see there's layers of oil on my fingertips. So about 6 hours, I do get a little oily with this foundation. But looking close with this foundation, it really means what's the name, just like tinted face oil foundation, because it's not giving me much coverage, but it's kind of oily on my skin. And I actually did blot my face with tissue paper around 8 hours mark because I'm seeing layers of oil. But now that after one blot, I feel like it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it didn't hold up on my oily skin. So you guys can see my forehead is pretty shiny, and I have to say my T-zone, like my nose area, all the foundation is gone, and I only see the foundation stuck in my little pores on my nose tip. So the foundation is up on this area, and I have to say it kind of blurs out my pores on the center of my face. I feel like because it's like the layers of oil make it looks nice and just give it a nice layer on my face. So it just kind of fill out my pores on the center, on the cheek area. On my chin area, as I expected, nothing stayed put, but it did break apart on this area on my face. Usually chin area, every foundation break apart, except my L'Oreal 24 hours wear foundation, which is like my staple foundation right now. But this foundation on the chin area, it breaks apart on here and around here. So I feel like this foundation, when it breaks apart, it just gone. You don't see like the foundation is like cakeiness and breaking apart, kind of like give you goosebumps, those kind of like foundation stuck in your pores, if you guys know what I mean. Yeah, I have to say this foundation, it looks good if you have more of a dry to combination skin. So I don't think oily skin girl, this might works for you, or if you're just only wearing this for about 4 to 6 hours, then I think it's still able to hold up. But I'm usually wearing foundation for 12 hours, just my time schedule. So I don't think this would work for me. But I have to say, first of all, this foundation, it looks very natural looking. If you guys more into very natural everyday makeup look, I feel like this is for you. But I just don't like the fact using your finger to blend this foundation out, because it just kind of feels weird and it doesn't blend nicely because usually I'm using my beauty sponge to blend it out, but using my finger I do see like some stripe going on my face, so I really don't like using your fingertips as the application. But that's just my own preference on how you like to apply your makeup. But I would say if you don't need this foundation to stay put for more than 8 hours, if you guys are oily skin girl, I feel like you can still try it out. But for me personally, I need something that is stay put very well for at least 10 hours mark. And I feel like this foundation, it just gets oily on me during the 6 hours mark, so I don't feel like this is the foundation for my skin. Okay guys, so that's all the review on this tinted face oil foundation, and I hope my review helped you guys out to pick this foundation if you guys are oily girl out there. And if you guys like this video and find it helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!